Bridge, what did you make of the block last night?
Well, I've got to say we were glued because I could not believe the result. It was frightening. I mean, the boys won, of course, which was fantastic, but really 3 couples failed to make much money at all. And one of the people who was there the whole way through judging them is Shaynna Blaze, who joins us now. Hi,
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Were you as stunned as the rest of us?
I just felt sick. My stomach, even from the beginning when the auction stalled for Chris and Jenna, I mean, you've got to give it to that auctioneer that hung in there. A lot of auctioneers probably wouldn't have gone the distance.
But what went wrong, Shaynna? I couldn't believe it, to be honest.
Look, the market has flattened in the last 3 weeks, and you can't deny that. The auction results on that same weekend were quite down compared to what they've been to. So it was the market, and that's what comes down to in the end. Doesn't matter what people win during the whole thing. In the end, if the buyers aren't there, you can't get those reserves.
So it's no coincidence that the order of the auction coincided with how much money they each received.
Well, it's really interesting because, they really all were fighting to be the last person because of what happened in the last block.
That's right.
But what happened when you've got lots of buyers, they all just they just want to buy an actual apartment and get on the block. And, you only had 4 last time, so the people were buying and they knew that was the last one and they've just got to get on there. Whereas this one had 5 and there wasn't a lot of buyers, and by the first 2, the buyers had gone.
Now, rumours around this morning that Dee and Darren are going to seek compensation.
Well, really?
You can't,
Look,
can you?
You can't. You sign up for it. It's a competition,
yes,
and there is no guarantee. I mean, I haven't heard anything like that at all. But the thing is, you think of Richmond, where most of them were passed in.
Yes.
Or just hit reserve. So, it is real estate. It's not as sure. You're not given a contract and say, look, I think the last 2 blocks really set the standard of people just assuming they were going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Exactly.
And I'm sitting there the whole time doing renos myself and going, geez, I wish I could do that.
Yes.
That wasn't real. And what happened last night actually is real.
That's real. Well, is it wrong? I mean, I was looking at Max and Carsten last night and they were very upset afterwards. But is it wrong of me? I was watching thinking, well, you still got 40 grand. I mean,
and a wedding, and
but last year's ruined it for everyone in a way because
look, I think the expectations are so high. That's what it is. It's almost like the disappointment of you thought you were going to get this and you got that. I think when it comes down to it, their experience they'll take away with them is most amazing, and what they've learned and what they've done. And like Chris and Jenna, they came second, but people are saying, well, they got slammed and this and that. The apartment that went for sale yesterday was not the apartment that we judged. If you have a look at their lounge room, their bedrooms, they had time to change everything. So they learnt a lot. They had the biggest apartment and they actually got what they ended up working for in the end.
Now, are you a bogan? We better just only because Dee, of course, said you were a bogan, and I don't think you look like a bogan or sound like a bogan.
Well, you know
what? I don't like bogan.
Name calling, you can call me what you want. It doesn't really matter. I don't come from Wanturna. I'm not a bogan, but if I was there, I'm sure I'd be pretty fine.
Got over that? Have you moved on from that?
I didn't really care. It was hilarious. The fact that she was dissing my credibility, I had a little bit of a problem about that. But, she's tired. She's, she's emotional. That's what you do. It's her time on the block and, I move on.
Well, we went to Wanturna and we found out there wasn't bogan, so that was fine. We actually did some research for you.
They were all good. They'd be more than happy to take you in as a resident.
Now, let's move on, Lehmo, because this is very exciting. Shaynna, you're joining Kevin McLeod and Peter Madison at Grand Designs Live from Friday at Jeff Sheds. This sounds great.
Look, it's really good. This is about a 3rd or 4th year, I can't remember, and it just gets bigger and bigger every year. And Kevin doesn't come out often. He comes out for this, and so it's the only time you can actually catch him live. And he's such a gorgeous guy. Got a kiss on the head last time. I know, I didn't wash my hair for about 3 days.
Hey, tell us about your installation, your Grand Design installation, which is down at South Beach Reserve in St Kilda.
South Beach Reserve, Jacob Boulevard. Well, it's beautiful sunshine out there. We have gelato and everything.
Great day.
But what we've got this installation for 2 days, and the first 25 people that'll go down there and say Gold FM can get double pass to into Grand Designs Live. So exactly, they can go down there now till 6 o'clock.
And what is it? A container?
It's a shipping container. So it's really an art installation. So it's a shipping container which is all about sustainable sort of usage and recycling. Everything in there is recyclable, or it's actually made of sustainable materials, from the wallpaper to the carpets to the paint. And what I've done is actually created this little symbol of Grand Designs Live, where you've got a big electric plug, you've got a light socket, and this little twig house, and it'll all come alive when you go see Grand Designs Live.
Do not miss it. Now, you can get tickets, of course, to granddesignsalive.com.au. That's where the tickets are, and it's on all weekend at Jeff Shed. Shaynna, thank you, and have a nice weekend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shaynna.